Tema, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, we are live now, but I'm yet to share the link because for some reason I'm yet to access it.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. How are you all doing? Welcome to day 3 of the 3S Summit. I don't know if you can hear me. To know that I'm not speaking to myself, I would like you to use the comment, the chat box. Kindly put it up there if you can hear me. Put it up that you can hear me and I'm not speaking to myself. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to day 3 of the 3S Summit. I'm waiting for your comment. I'm waiting for your response. So I know that you can hear me and I'm not speaking to myself. It's day 3. Even if you've missed day 1, day 2, it's day 3 already. Though I will tell you why missing first and second day. The first and second day is bad. But uh thank God you are here. I'm glad you are here. I'm glad you are here for day 3. So if you can hear me, please put it up in the chat. Put it up in the chat. Let us know. Let me know that you can hear me clearly. Also, if you know somebody that should be here and is not here, oh no, oh no, oh no. Tag that person and put it on the group and say, oh no, why are you not here? Tag the person on the group and say, oh no, why are you not here? Remember, I'm also on the group, which means I can see your tags, I can see your messages. So put it up on the group that, oh no, tag the person and put, oh no, why are you not here? We've started and we are waiting for them. Today we are going to wait for them because today is the last day. There is nothing like, oh, they will learn tomorrow or they will learn next tomorrow or they will learn next week. It's for 3 days and today is the third day, the final day, the final day. And I think I'll have to discuss with the convener, Smart Seide, that she should not make this session available. Yes, if you missed tonight's session, you missed it. If you missed tonight's session, you missed it. We're not going to make it available for you to get elsewhere or for you to stream. No, not at all. So please tag persons on the group and let them know that we've started. We've started and we are waiting for them. Out of the goodness of my heart, I've decided to be patient today and not rush. I was not rushing you before. Yes. But today I'm going to be extra patient with you because I want you to join. I want you to be a partaker of the knowledge that is being released today. I want you to be a partaker of uh you know, everything that you're going to learn today. I want you to have a successful 2025. I want you to plan your 2025. Trust me, it's not too late to plan 2025. We've just spent how many days? 5 days, I think. Yes, 5 days. We've only spent 5 days. So you have 360 days, 360 days left. It's not too late. It's not too late to now start planning your goals or and everything. It's better to even start now because now you already have what it takes, you already have the knowledge, you already have wisdom. Yes, from experts in our field, in their various field, you have wisdom from these persons, and it's going to guide you all through 2025. What you're learning here today is not just to keep you for just 2025. Yes, if you apply this wisdom in 2025, you apply it in 2026 and so on, you will see that there is a huge difference. There is a huge difference when you compare by the end of 2025. When you compare 2025 to other years, to 2024, 2023, you realize that there is a huge difference. There is a huge difference. Our convener said that the 3 days is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've had breakfast, we've had bread, we've had uh, what's it called? We've had scrambled egg, we've had tea, and all of that. We've had baked beans and all of these things on the table. Lunch, we had fried rice, jollof rice, plantain, varieties. It was a buffet. Serve yourself. Serve yourself. But, ladies and gentlemen, now we are having dinner. Dinner is something light, At the same time, something powerful that will carry you till the next day. And there's some persons that they eat every dinner so they don't get hungry the next morning, though I don't think that works. But yes, tonight's dinner is going to be heavy. I hope you've not eaten. I really hope you've not eaten, because what you are going to get here tonight will be more than food. More than food. So you're coming to eat something light, something heavy, something that will satisfy you for a very, very long time. After tonight's session, you should not eat again. Mhm. You should not eat again. Now, yesterday I also told you that day one was power packed, power packed. Day two was double power packed. Now, day three will be triple power packed. Oh my God, please, if you know anybody that should be here and is not here, tag them on the group and tag them and put, oh no, oh no, you should be here. You should be here. You don't want to miss out. There are persons that do 001. They don't eat in the morning, they don't eat in the afternoon, but they eat at night. Now, you can imagine the kind of food they'll eat later at night. Imagine that kind of food. They will eat to cover up for what, they didn't eat breakfast, lunch. So whatever, they are going to eat everything, breakfast, lunch, and dinner later at night. So those that have missed breakfast, that have missed lunch, please tag them and let them know that they can eat their breakfast and lunch together. They combine it with dinner. They can have three in one tonight. So please tag them on the group. Day one, Smart Seide was our speaker, and she laid foundations. She laid solid foundations, foundations that is not shaking, foundations that is not shaking, solid foundation. When you want to build a house, the foundation is important. Without the foundation, your house cannot stand. You can't even build. Without the foundation, you cannot build. Having a land is not enough to build. Having ideas in your head is not enough to build. Having goals is not enough to build. What is the foundation? Is your foundation strong enough to carry your goals? Is your foundation strong enough to carry your ideas, your vision? Is your foundation strong enough to withstand the test of time? So Smart said day one, she laid solid foundation, foundations that can carry 4-story buildings, foundation that can carry your plans, your visions, your goals, can carry your mindset. Strong foundation. Day two, our speakers came and they completed it. They added blocks, they added wood, they added the cement and everything. They did the wiring in the house and all of these things. Built. They built the building on a strong foundation. So tonight, what we are going to do, or what we'll be doing, is the roofing. We are going to be doing the roofing and painting of the house. The roofing and painting of the house. And our speakers tonight are going to paint our house beautifully. They are going to roof it beautifully. In fact, they are going to put gates. Yes, the beauty of it is they are going to add gates. And this gate is to gatekeep. It's to, lock everything you've learned here, lock it in. Lock it in. The gate will be very high, so no thief, no armed robber can actually jump in to say they want to steal something from your house. No, these people are going to, put gate, strong gate, though, roofing, so rain does not come in and take away your properties. And they are going to paint it beautifully. We are going into 2025. We are starting our 2025 goals with a strong and finished house. Oh my God, we are starting 2025, or we are starting our plans with a strong and finished house. And our speakers today are finishers. They are here to finish everything we've been building from day one, day two, it's day three, and they are here to paint. They're not going to paint it your favorite color. Don't think they're going to paint it your favorite color. They are going to paint it with a color that is best for you, a color that is best for you. So, as usual, get your journal. I'm with my journal already. Get a pen. I'm with my pen. Don't chat. Don't put notes on your phone. You can get distracted. You can get distracted. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I will be bringing in our first speaker. While reading the citation of our speaker, you know how we do, you know how it works. Put excitement, let your excitement show in the comments. Clap your hands, be excited. Clap. This person I'm bringing on is an important person. An important person. Now, if you know Smart Seide, you know Seide is a person of value, and it means that she has surround herself with persons of value. Persons of value. So you should know that the person I'm going to bring on right now is a person of value, ready to dish value left, right, front, back, up, down. Like everywhere you look, value, value, value. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'll be bringing up our first speaker for tonight. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, our first speaker for day 3 of the 3S Summit 2025 is no other than Tolulope Akinloye. Tolulope Akinloye. Tolulope is a visionary leader and accomplished entrepreneur, renowned for her expertise in transformational coaching and brand strategy. With a passion for unlocking human potential and building iconic brands, she has made significant contribution to the fields of personal development and business growth. As the founder of Charixon, a thriving fashion accessories brand, Tolulope has demonstrated her ability to translate creative vision into tangible success. Charixon is more than just a brand. It is a lifestyle, a statement of individuality, and a celebration of style. Tolulope's transformational coaching practice empowers individuals to discover their true potential and live authentically. Through our guidance, clients learn to identify and harness their unique strengths, overcome limiting beliefs, and achieve lasting personal and professional transformation. As a seasoned brand strategist, Tolulope collaborates with visionary entrepreneurs to build powerful brands. Her expertise lies in crafting compelling brand identities, developing effective marketing strategies, and executing innovative campaigns that drive growth and impact. Beyond her professional endeavors, Tolulope is deeply committed to giving back to her community. She actively participates in mentorship programs, workshops, and seminars, empowering aspiring entrepreneurs and inspiring the next generation of leaders. By combining a deep understanding of human psychology, market trends, and the power of storytelling, Tolulope helps clients create brand that resonates with their target audience and achieve sustainable success. Ladies and gentlemen, with your virtual hands, you know I can't see you. I can't see you, but I want to believe that you are excited. I just read the citation of our first speaker and I'm blown away. This woman is a woman of value. I said it before. She is a woman of value. I will say it again. She is coming to dish value. So, ladies and gentlemen, with your virtual round of applause, please welcome our first speaker for tonight, Tolulope Akinloye. You're welcome, ma.
Good evening. Please, can you hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. I feel so excited to be in the room with everybody tonight. I feel so excited to be here at the 3S Summit. Like, are you guys excited to be here? So let me know if you're excited to be here. I'm sorry, I'm someone that I'm always after the comment session. Okay, amazing. You can hear me. Okay, great. Okay, so are you excited to be here? Are you excited to be here? Like, from day one, day two, and this is day three. Like our moderator did a great job. She did a great job in summarizing every single thing that happened from day one to day two. And now we are here at day three. Just like she said, we are going to be roofing the house and we are going to be painting the house. And I am so excited to be one of the speakers today that will do that for us tonight. So, for the past 2 days, we've been learning some amazing secrets and strategies and systems to for a successful life in 2025. When I saw this topic, the secrets, strategies, and systems for a successful life, I only because for you to have that bedazzled life that you have, you need to understand the secrets, you need to understand the strategies, you need to understand the systems. When you look at the life of some people you admire so much, when you look at how they live their lives, when you look at how they are doing things with their lives, you're always amazed that how does this person do this? How are you able to find this harmony between work and life and every single thing? How are you able to become this productive? How are you able to have this elegant life? And tonight, all these amusements you've been having and all this fascination, all this surprise you've been having, you are yet to learn the secrets, the strategies, and the systems. And I'm very certain that so far the speakers that have spoken, so from day one to day two, they've done an amazing job at breaking these things down to us. So tonight, the secrets I am going to be sharing with us, this is just like the icing on the cake, because I really love this topic so much. While writing my notes and thinking about these things, I saw how much I was having that connection with relationships, with networking, and I saw how much these things have added so much to my life, and I am bringing it out here to share it with you guys. So I want you to know tonight that the things I'll be sharing with you guys tonight is not just something theoretical, like just something out of written stuff. It is also something practical, it is something experiential, it is something that I've experienced in my life, and I know how it has really, 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 really made a great impact in my life. Okay, so I am really trying to position my light so that everybody will see me very well. Okay, so I wouldn't want that to distract us. Okay, so moving on, we can see my screen. The pursuit of prosperity propelled by proximity. Sincerely, if you look at this topic, you'll be like, what is with the big English? The process of prosperity propelled by proximity. Well, there was something I did to this particular topic. I decided to break it down. I love breaking things down because I love to teach. And then I'm just always like, the same thing, starting from the root of the matter, from the foundation of the matter. So the pursuit of prosperity propelled by proximity. And then right there, I said that the I'm so sorry, please. Okay. So right there, I said that the great I'm so sorry, please. I'm sorry, I'm trying to check through my screen. Funniest thing, it's very, very tiny for me to see. Okay. Okay, so I apologize for that. I am back now. The light entered my eyes too much, so it was affecting my sight from seeing. So breaking it down, I said that the great impact of relationships, the great impact of relationship relationships in the aspect of how relationships influences your pursuit for prosperity. I'll say the great impact of prosperity, the great impact of relationships on your pursuit of prosperity. We all understand prosperity as a thriving life, a successful life. Well, on day one, while Seide was actually talking about prosperity, she was talking about success. She was talking about it like that. There is no constant definition for success. Sincerely, you cannot compare success to you with success to another person. What do we mean by this? We all understand that success means, okay, a thriving life. You can see that this person's life in this aspect is doing well. I know, but the reason you cannot compare success is that, an example for me, in the year 2025, I might tell myself that, okay, the first quarter of the year, I want to focus on my health. I want to have a successful life in my health area. I want to exercise. I want to eat good. I want to do this to my body. You cannot compare yourself with somebody who is after success in their business. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about. So we all have our own definition of, okay, this is the area I want to be successful at, this is the area I want to focus on, this is the area I want to thrive on, this is the area I want to build. So in the aspect of unleashing your bedazzled life, whereby I'll be talking about this secret of how um proximity, that is relationships. Proximity is also nearness, the access you have to resources, the access you have to communities, the access you have to people you network with, how they can actually help you in unleashing that life that amazes you. So I would like to say prosperity, it is something within you. Please, are we still with me? I want us to know if we are still with me. Are we still with me? Please let us do this together. Okay, so I'll be moving on now to the next page on the slide, where I explained what it means, what a bedazzled life means. Please, can we move to the next page on the slide so that everybody would see what I am talking about? Thank you, amazing. Okay, so here is the outline now. Tonight we'll be talking about networking and building strong relationships. We'll be talking about the benefits of building strong relationships and networking. We'll be talking about strategies for finding and joining supportive communities. We'll be talking about how to collaborate with others to achieve shared goals. So before we even talk about the whole networking and building strong relationships, you need to fully understand, it needs to enter your mind. See, before it can enter your life, it has to enter your mind. So it needs to enter your mind that, okay, what does my bedazzled life look like? What does it even mean? What does it even mean? And I simplified it in the next slide. I simplified it in the next slide. I said that your bedazzled life is your fascinating life. Please move to the slide before. Please move to the slide before. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. So the slide before, yes, before. Okay, so amazing. So now, I said that your bedazzled life is that fascinating life, is that dazzling life. Okay, now take a minute to think about it. That what is that type of life you desire to have? What is that type of life you desire to live? What is that type of life you desire to build? my God, it is your elegant life. It is that type of life that when people see you, they are amazed. When people see it, they are fascinated. It is your life is just so much dazzling. Some people, for them, it can be a peaceful life. Some people, it can be a life filled with success. It can be a life filled with peace, a life filled with joy, a life filled with the good things of life. Some people, there are just a lot of things that they desire to have in their bedazzled life. And then to unleash something means to lose a thing, to let loose. Bedazzled means fascinating or dazzling. Then I simplified it as let loose of your fascinating life. Let loose of your fascinating life. Like that's life that that when people see you, they will actually be amazed, and then they will be like, how are you doing things this way in 2025? People can meet you and they're like, how are you so productive? How are you living your life this way, so strategic, so much with systems? That's a bedazzled life, that's a dazzling life. So let loose of your fascinating life. You cannot let loose of a life you do not even know you have. So that's why we are here tonight, to let you know that you have this type of life. It is within you, and you need to unleash it. You need to see the secrets that will help you unlock this type of life you desire to have. Do you understand me? So, next slide, where we'll be talking about how your bedazzled life is related to prosperity. Now, prosperity in your bedazzled life. Prosperity is actually one of the things that is embedded in your bedazzled life. Prosperity, a successful life, a thriving life, a growing life. So prosperity means a successful, thriving life. And this lies in your bedazzled life. You have the capacity to build a successful life. It is within you to build a thriving life. Now, how can proximity, that is nearness to resources, nearness to relationships, nearness to communities, how can proximity greatly influence your pursuit of being successful, of building a thriving life? Okay, how can some people might think of it that I'm in various communities and my life is still the same. I am here, my life is still the same. What do you mean? Like, what exactly is the secret? How can these things actually influence this desire for me to have a life filled with prosperous things, a thriving life, a successful life? I am here to answer your questions about that today. And I wrote here that in the pursuit of prosperity, closeness to resources and relationships often defines the pace of our journey. Let me repeat that. In the pursuit of prosperity, closeness to resources and relationships often defines the pace of our journey. See, something that will take you alone years to achieve. When you are close to people, when you're close to relationships and resources, it will actually take you like months to get it. Are we getting me? Something that will require you to go through a lot of efforts, go through a lot before you can get it. But because you have access to people, you have access to relationships, you have access to communities, you have access to resources, it gives you the chance, it gives you the opportunity to get these things done very early. There's a saying that if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with people. Because if you want to go fast, okay, you're on that race, you are running, go alone, you be going. But for you to be sustained on that journey, you need people, you need closeness to these resources. Okay, I think the slide is off right now. Okay, so moving further, okay, it's back on. So are you guys with me? Let me quickly run through the comment section. Yes. Okay, you cannot unleash a life you do not know you have. Before it can enter your life, it must enter your mind. Amazing. Yes, I love that. Okay, so moving further, I said here that proximity is not just about nearness. There is something you need to understand here. Proximity is not just about closeness, it's about strategically positioning yourself where opportunities thrive. This is a mistake a lot of people make. They feel like, okay, because they are close to certain relationships, to certain communities, to certain resources, that automatically those things will jump on them. No, you need to strategically position yourself. There is a way you show up, there is a way you place yourself for opportunities to meet with you. Opportunities do not jump at you. Opportunities do not jump at you. You have to position yourself for them to come to me, for opportunities to meet you where you are. There's a way you show up, there's a way you position yourself. And then we'll be talking about the secrets, we'll be talking about ways to position yourselves. These are the secrets, these are the strategies of, having this type of life you desire. Yeah, when you have access to these resources, when you have access to people. So moving further, we've talked about prosperity, we've talked about proximity, we've broken these things down. Now we want to talk about networking and building strong relationships. I want to talk about networking and building strong relationships. A lot of people would think that networking is just about two people exchanging contacts. They'll just think that, next slide please, you'll just think that networking is just about exchanging contacts. Okay, I met with this person met with me. Okay, let us exchange this contact. So like that, we've networked, like that, we've met each other. But it is actually beyond that. Next slide. I want to show everybody what I have for them on the next slide. The end result of networking, you should have a goal in your mind while networking with people, because the end result of networking with people is that something meaningful, something amazing, something something filled with life, something blooms from that relationship, something happens from that relationship. That's the essence of networking. You don't just network with people just to get access to them, or just for fun's sake. There must be a goal in your mind. Next slide please. There must be a goal in your mind that, okay, now I am networking with this person because I have seen this person do great. I have observed this person, I have noticed this person. Now, what do I desire in the life of this person? That it is only this person that has access to that thing. So I said right here that networking beyond the exchange of contacts. Network to build a strong relationship. Like I said earlier, proximity is not just about nearness, it's about strategically positioning yourself. So when you are networking, you need to strategically position your mind, wire your mind that I am not just networking to do contact gain, to add up to my contacts and everything. No, I am networking because I want to build a relationship out of this. This will even help you to know the type of people to network with. This will even help you to know the type of communities to join. This will even help you to know the type of people you allow into your space and the type of people you give your time and effort to. Because whatever has your focus, has your effort from you, and if it is not something that something great will come out from, if it is not something that something that is actually worth your time, worth your effort, you just realize that you've wasted time. And this is the reason we are here, because we don't want to waste time in 2025. We don't want to waste our efforts, our energy. We want to put our eggs inside the basket that works. We need the secrets to living this type of life that we desire, even when it comes to closeness, to resources, to communities, to relationships, to people. So, okay, please, the person in charge of the slide is not bold enough. Okay, so I said here that men adores, men adores. Sincerely, men adores to certain opportunities, to certain resources, to things that you yourself can never even imagine. Sometimes that thing you've been having an headache on, that thing that feels like a problem, all you just need is God directing you to one man, and you'll be surprised at how the problem will be solved. So I say there that men adores, but building a strong relationship is key. Men adores, right? Now you need a key to access this man, and that is building a strong relationship with men. For you to open a door, you need a key, right? Now for you to access men, these men, you need this key of strong building strong relationships, to access men, to access what they have, to access the resources they have, to access the opportunities they have. I am not talking about parasitic relationships here. I am not talking about the type of relationship that you are the only one, you are the receiving end. No. Moving on, while we are talking about relationships and we are talking about networking and relationships and everything, we'll go further into the deeper aspects of these things. So men are doors. And someone I love so much said something that your life changes when you discover that men are not just men, they are doorways, gates, opportunities into dimensions of God. Into dimensions of God. See, on earth, there are a lot of things you need men for. There are a lot of things you need men for that God will direct you, that meet this man, meet this man, meet this man. But the fact that God directed you to meet this man does not exactly mean that you would actually get what God wants you to get from that man. Why? You did not strategically position yourself to receive. The fact that God said it does not mean, does not directly mean that it will come to pass. Yes, there is a receiving end. How are you receiving what God is saying? Right? So your life will change when you understand that proximity, nearness, is not just about you having them close to you. It's also about you positioning yourselves. You position yourself with them. And one of the ways of positioning yourself strategically is building a strong relationship with them. So moving forward on networking and building relationships, I need the person in charge of the slide, please. I really need to work with the slide so that everybody will flow along with me, and I'll be able to show everybody the things I am talking about on the slide. Because there's some things I wrote on the slides that are actually like guidelines to things that we're talking deeper on. I will appreciate that to be done soon. Thank you so much. So there are lots of benefits to building and to building strong relationships. There are lots of benefits to networking. And then I moved further to explain that how do you even network? How do you even build a strong relationship with someone? Like, I mean, How what are the ways that you position yourself, even if it is that you're in a community, or you want to join a community because one of the ways is the strategies of finding and joining supportive community. This kind, excuse me. Okay, I'm back. So and I was talking about the opportunities, the strategies of finding and joining supportive communities. There are ways to find and join supportive communities. There is power in leaving your comfort zone to being a part of a thriving community. Sincerely, a lot of us might be like, well, I'm an introvert. I love staying in my house. I just love doing my things on my own. I just love doing this and all. Sincerely, let me say something. Let me tell you a secret for free tonight. There are a lot of people doing great and mighty things out there. They are actually introverts. But introverts or no introverts, it's not going to stop the work of God. It's not going to stop us from doing our assignments. It's not going to stop us from fulfilling purpose. It's not going to stop us from stepping into that type of life God wants us to have here on earth. So don't cheat yourself by saying, okay, I just want to do this thing on my own. You are going to waste time. You need to understand that on earth, you don't have much time. You don't have much time, and there is a lot to do, and you need men to do a lot, so that you'll be able to go far and even fast, right? So the next slide, please. The slide has gone again. So I was talking about that you need to leave your comfort zone to join thriving communities. I kept please emphasis on the word thriving, thriving, because there are some communities that are like cults. You've joined the community to live. It's a lot. It's a lot. There are some communities that are bent on manipulating your life. There are some communities that are just like, you are just there for being there sake. Nothing is changing in your life. So you need to understand that you need to be a part of a thriving community. And how the question that will be on your mind now is that, okay, Tolulope, how exactly will I be able to see these thriving communities? How exactly will I be able to, access these thriving communities? I stated here that firstly, your vision. This is one of the tactics of proximity, your vision. Very, very important. While looking for a community to be a part of, you need to ask yourself, is my vision aligning with the vision of this community? A lot of us, we've joined community that they are not even aligning to what God has called us to do. I can remember that before this year started, I left a lot of WhatsApp groups. I left a lot of them because I was just like, how did I enter this place? And I'm very sure that I entered just because of the all, if you're not a part of this community, this and this is not going to happen to you. I know. But looking at it, checking it with my vision, and then I was just like, these things are not aligning. They are not aligning. So I need to get it right. So I had to leave these communities. So you need to understand that what they are doing in this community, is it aligning with my vision? Is it aligning with the picture God has given to me about my life? Is it aligning with the picture God has given to me about my life? Right? So there is something one of my coaches that I love so much, DDK. There was something she said about vision. She said that vision is what's on your mind. Vision is the picture on your mind about what God has in mind for you. You know, God has a purpose in mind for you, and then vision is what you've captured from God about your life. So vision is step by step. It's not something that you just receive at once. So you capture it as you move on the journey. So you need to ask yourself that, for the type of person I want to become in 2025, will this community make me or destroy my life? Will it be that I'll just pay to be in this community and nothing is added to me, and in fact more will be taken from me? When I mean more, I do not mean like physical resources or at all. Your peace, your mental health, it's a lot. So you need to understand that, is my vision aligning with the vision of this community? The next tactics you need to understand is value. Okay, now the things they are doing in this community, their value system, how do they show up in the global space? I know you've been shouting, I am a global this, global that, I know, but you're not in a community that they are aiming at global stages. They are just after mediocrity. They show up anyhow. And if a community like that is showing up anyhow, there is no way they will not even have an effect on you, except if you're in another community that has a strong, I just accept by the mercies of God that maybe in another community, or you've seen things in a better light. So you need to understand that your value system here, is it aligning with my own? Is it how me I want to show up? Is this how me I want to handle things? Is this how me I want to do things in 2025? You need to ask yourself, the value systems, are they aligning? Okay, these are the things listed in my value systems: integrity, honesty, everything. Are they doing these things in this community? You know, you've not joined the community yet, you're just making observation. See, I am talking from experience. That is, I have learned. You need to make observations that, okay, from what I have learned about myself, I was able to pick out these lessons. That's how I am talking to you about these things right now. You need to tell yourself, okay, observe very, very well before you join the community. Their values here, let me observe one or two to 10 or more people that I know that are in these communities. How is their life going? Give them time. What have you seen that has shifted in their lives? Take your time. Yes, take your time. The the third tactic I wrote here is deep research. Deep research. Make your deep research about the community. Okay, how is this community like? What are they doing in this community? How is everything like in this community? Okay, the leadership system. Yeah, the leadership system. Okay, the community management system, the learning system, the structures, everything. Observe. You can just get more people that are in the community and then observe from them. Check, okay, how are things going? So our slide is back up. Are you excited with me, or I'm the only one excited? Oh yeah, let me know if you're with me. I'm now in the comment section. Let me know if you are with me. If you're still with me, let me know. I'm waiting for our comment. Are you with me? Okay, amazing. Yesterday is clapping. She's with me. Okoyemisi is with me. Okay, so Sophia too is with me. Amazing. Before we move further, oh, Zainab is excited. Okay, so before we move further, can you tell me, share your light bulb moments with me? Share some things that you know that, oh my God, this very statement she said, I can relate with it. Share some things that with me that you know that, okay, has actually stood out from everything I have said so far, because I have said a lot so far. Like, it feels like I myself, I'm teaching myself that hey, so look, in 2025 we must strategically position ourselves to live that life that we desire to have, that life we want to show up with. You don't have to fake it. I tell you, you don't have to fake a life of success. When there are strategies, there are systems, there are secrets to actually have this life, you don't have to fake it. And we should even give our convener a round of applause, because she saw these things that we don't have to fake it. It's something that is possible. You can have it. It's a life you can have. You can have your bedazzled life. Okay, Anita says she's excited. So I need you to share your light bulb moments with me before we move further. What have you been able to pick up? Okay, you said if you want to go far, you go with people, not go alone. Yes, your journey. See, life is a journey. you still have you still have like a lot of years to live on earth, and you need a lot of things to be sustained in your life, right? So you really, really need people, strategic people that will actually do life with you. You like my vibes? Amazing. Anissa says she loves my vibes. I love that. Me too, my vibes used to amaze me. Like, these vibes actually comes when I'm talking to people. I really, really love teaching people. Okay, so I'll be reading our light bulb moments in the comment section later on. So now let's move on. We've discussed deep research. So next slide, please. No, can you move to the former slide? I skipped that slide to explain the strategies of finding and joining supportive communities. The former slide explained the benefits. Yes, amazing. Thank you so much. Benefits of networking and building strong relationships. Like, you guys might be like, okay, now with all these things I have to do, what's in it for me? Opportunities. My God. Okay, now let me use this moment to say this. The convener said that she's my best friend, she's my covenant sister, and access to her as a person has actually given me a lot of opportunities to certain things. Really, I say like now, because of this summit, my sister became a Texas, and now I if I want to hold a summit later on in the year or something, I can always be in Adia. My Texas, oh yeah. How were you able to run that thing? Come and help your sister's life. So, networking and building strong relationships. So I have to put that strong there. I'm not talking about relationships of, let me say this in Yoruba, relationships of Pharaoh Jeko. Yeah, relationships of Pharaoh Jeko. Like relationships of, I like your nose, I like your mouth, I like your head, I like your shoe. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about relationships like that. I'm talking about, you know, strategic relationships. I'm talking about intentional relationships, right? And I'm not talking about relationships in the aspect of the ship you are thinking of. No, professional relationships, even to friendships, right? So opportunities lies there. Increase in knowledge. See, there are some things that will actually take you time to get it, but if the person you have access to, like you've networked with this person and you have access to them, can actually, if this person actually has knowledge on that thing, it should just take them few minutes to explain it to you, then that's all. That's it. You've gotten what you need to get. Support system. You know, in life, a lot of things can happen in life. And then having people you've networked with, you've built a strong relationship with, they serve as a support system to you. Collaboration and teamwork. This is so powerful. Collaboration and teamwork. Collaboration and teamwork. When you do things together, see, show me people doing things together in unity, and show me the set of people that will do things successfully. See, when you do things with a team and you all are in sync with unity, success is sure. Success is sure. Can you remember those people building this tower, that they wanted it to reach the sky? With unity, they came together. Not to say, with the way I'm looking at these people, if they should continue building like this, they will achieve what they want to achieve. Oh. So united people, collaboration, teamwork, enhanced visibility. See, there are a lot of people in communities, they have access to certain global stages that by your own power, by your own strength, you won't be able to reach them through your own personal life and everything. It might take you years to be able to access those stages, but because you have access to certain relationships, you have access to certain communities, you will have access to those stages. Enhanced visibility, right? So can we move 2 slides ahead? Okay. Yeah. Amazing. So now, how to collaborate with others to achieve shared goals. Now, we've been talking about collaboration, building strong relationship. How do I collaborate with others to actually achieve my own side of the vision, and the person too will also achieve his or her own side of the vision? Or even if it's a team, all of us will come together to achieve that particular goal we are aiming at. And I said right here that collaboration is about harmony and synergy. Collaboration is about harmony and synergy. Harmony is the foundation that allows synergy to thrive. It ensures that those working together are in sync, reducing conflict and enhancing a smooth flow of interactions. Harmony is when, if it's a team, a community, or just two people here right now, it makes them to be in sync. There is togetherness. There is togetherness. Their vision is aligned. Everything is aligned. I don't know if we are getting me. Everything is aligned. This having harmony whereby everything is in sync, it reduces conflict. That's not when you be hearing, because we collaborated, this particular person is earning more than me. No, it will reduce conflict and then ensure a smooth flow of interaction, ensure a smooth flow of getting work done. If you guys come together to achieve one goal. Okay, few days ago, I'm sure we've all heard about this lady, that's that's these best friends, Adana and Tomike, that they opened their own, hair beauty brand and everything together. I read the story of how that why they finished the university, they were doing it separately, right? Ada now was selling wig, hair stuffs and everything. Tomike too was doing the same. But they now saw it that, okay, our vision about selling hair and then making women be look so elegant with their hairstyles and everything is aligning. Everything is coming together. How about we come together, we collaborate? And then they did. Look at how successful that looks. I know some people will be like, later on, what if they fight? See, as long as they are in harmony, that is, they are in sync with each other. That's you grow. It will grow. There will be a smooth flow of interaction. Then I said collaboration is also about synergy. It is when different people work together. It is when different people work together to create something greater than the sum of their individual efforts. I'm going to read this again. This is so powerful. This is so powerful, guys. When different people work together to achieve, to create something greater than their some individual efforts. That's why they will always say that two wise heads are greater than one. See, no matter your level of wiseness, no matter your level of wiseness, no matter your level of wiseness, as long as it is two wise men that you are competing with, it will always be greater than one. Imagine having a team of wise people. That's amazing. So I said right here that synergy is when different people work together to create something greater than their some individual effort. It's about combining strengths, leveraging diversity, and producing extraordinary results. It's about combining strength, coming together, combining strength, and then leveraging on each other's diversities, and producing extraordinary results. Producing extraordinary results. This is a secret I am sharing with you. If you when you start implementing this secret I am sharing with you, people will start wondering, how on earth are you able to build strong relationship with people? And I know that one of the things you're better with life is prosperity in your relationships, right? And then people start wondering, they'll be fascinated, they'll be dazzled. How on earth are you able to do this? So now the secret people they chop like this, right? So moving forward, we are almost rounding up. How to collaborate with others to achieve shared goals. We are still on how to collaborate with others to achieve shared goals. Now, how do I do this? We've talked about collaboration, we've talked about harmony and synergy. Next slide, please. We've talked about harmony and synergy. We've spoken about these things. Now, what are the practical steps I have to take to achieve this? Number one, your why. Your why. Why am I doing this? Why am I collaborating with this particular team? Why am I sharing my vision with this person? Why am I sharing my vision with this team? Imagine you have a company and you need team members on board. You need to understand, okay, why do I need to do this with a team? Why is everyone here? Why do I need a graphic designer? Why do I need a social media manager? Why do I need a virtual assistant? Why do I need a personal assistant? Why do I need this? Your why, it must be solid, it must be there. Your vision alignment. Let me tell you something. No matter how skillful somebody is, if they are not seeing what you are seeing, there will be a problem. There will be a problem. This is a secret I'm sharing with you here, and I have seen it happen to a lot of people because they've actually allowed a lot of people on board, and these people are actually not seeing with their vision. So a lot of problem actually happened, and there are ways to make them see. As long as they have a burning desire to be a part of your vision, then help them to see. Help them. Once they come in, help them keep hammering the vision, the mission, and everything that the community is about. Just help them to come into that reality. Vision alignment, ensure that there is an alignment of you people's vision. Then clarity. You need to be clarified that, okay, this is what I am here for, and this is what I am here to do. When you're in communities, you need to understand, why am I entering this community? Okay, is my vision aligning with that of this community? Great. Now, what is my role in this community? Am I a learner? If you're a learner and there are resources you need to learn from, you pick them up. There are courses, you pick them up. Am I a leader here? Okay, if you are to pour out to people, you ensure that you are doing that diligently. Then communication in every relationship, to actually sustain that relationship, communication is very important. Communication is very, very important. It is powerful. You need to talk. But the things you don't understand, that's necessary. Talk. Stop saying, I'm an introvert. I don't like this. I don't like talking to people. Not everybody does not like talking to people. Too. It's not everybody that feels like talking to people. But you need to do what needs to be done to get what you want. It will not fly at you. It won't come and meet you in your room. You need to talk. Unity, collaboration, then honor all men. Honor the graces they carry. Men, I said it earlier that men are doors. There are some things honor will do for you automatically just because you honored somebody. They're just like, I like you and I want to do this with you. And you'll be surprised that that opportunity opened it up for you. Honor opened it up for you. So, like I said, your vision is a picture you've captured in your mind about what's on God's mind about you. Your vision is what's in your heart about what's on God's mind about you. It's about what you've captured. It's about what you've seen. See, let me tell you something. If you can see it, you can have it. It's as simple as that. If you can see it, as long as you can see it, see. Show me a crazy man, and I'll show you a man of vision. I'll show you a man of vision. A man of vision is so crazy. The things you are not seeing, they will tell you they are seeing it because that's what's on their mind about their assignment. So, next slide. As we round up tonight, so we've been saying a lot about opportunities, about prosperity, about proximity, about relationships, about closeness, about nearness. And now, rounding it up, the pursuit of prosperity propelled by proximity. Everybody here, listen, your bedazzled life is not far away. It's right there within you. Unleash it. Yeah. Okay, I kept an exclamation mark there. Unleash it! Unleash it. It is right there within you. Allow yourself to live that life you desire and ensure that on your journey of on your journey of prosperity, on your journey of building a thriving life, ensure that you actually leverage on the access you have, leverage on the closeness you have, leverage on the nearness to resources, to relationships, to opportunities. Like I said, strategically show up. Strategically So let me go to the comment section. Okay. Okay, so Aquarium said men are doors, but building a strong relationship is key. That really stood out for me. Sophia said, oh, yes, Sophia said network isn't about just exchanging contacts. There should be an end result in mind. Not everyone should have access to you. No wasting of time in 2025. Yes. You said men are doors. Building a strong relationship with man is a key. And Zainab said, if you can see it, you can have it. Anita said, you need to do what you need to do to get what you want. Amazing. Sincerely, I feel so glad to be with everybody here in the room. I am so excited. I feel so excited. And I'm using this moment to appreciate our convener and appreciate our moderator. So right now, I'll be handing over to our moderator, the person of Temitope. Is she here? Thank you so much for this opportunity.
All right, good evening. Can you still hear me? Please, if you can hear me, kindly put it up in the chat box. Can you put it up in the comment that you can hear me? Uh, Network has decided to be the weapon fashioned against us. But guess what? They shall not prosper because we are going to learn what we've come here to learn. We are going to understand, and network will not mess with us. Network will not mess with us. So please, if you can hear me, kindly put it up in the comment that you can hear me.
Good evening, everyone. We apologize for the issues we're currently encountering with our network. Apparently, a certain service provider needs to start selling popcorn, but they've not they've not gotten the memo. We apologize for the inconvenience. Monitor will be back on soon.
All right. At this point, we have to beg. We have to beg the network I'm using because it keeps shutting me out. So please, if at any point you can't hear me, put it up. Let me know that you can't hear me. So I can, become a pilot and join the meeting again. And when I mean become a pilot, put my phone on airplane mode, remove it from airplane mode, put on my data so I can join. But that session was really, really impactful. It was really, really impactful. I got to see networking in a different light. I got to see networking in a different light. Most of us, when we say we are networking, what we do is exchange contacts, and then you go around and tell people, "Oh, I have the contact of the the president of Nigeria. I have the contact of this. I have the contact of that." What will that contact benefit you? What benefit is having the contact on your phone? What is the end result? What are you looking forward to achieving by having that person's contact, or by having the person Instagram handle, or by communicating with the person? Is it just to brag? Is it for bragging right? Or is there an end result? So networking, what you're looking forward to achieve, what you're looking forward to achieve with these persons. Thank you so much, man. That was really, really insightful. And I think we've covered the topic. Like I said earlier, if you have questions, put it up in the comment. We will be taking your questions. Our speaker will provide answers and all of that. And one final thing that she said that really stayed with me is, before it can enter your life, it has to enter your mind. Before it can enter your life, it has to enter your mind. Wow. I've been saying it over and over. Before it can enter your life, it has to enter your mind. So your mind has to first understand. Your mind has to first accept it. Then it can now enter your life. And finally, strategically positioning. Strategically positioning. A lot of us, we have big goals. We have big goals for 2025. You want to do this, you want to do that. But you are always inside your house. Always inside your house. For example, this summit is a perfect opportunity to connect, to network, to strategically position yourself. To strategically position yourself. But no, I'm an introvert. She said, stop being an introvert. It's 2025. I understand it's okay to be an introvert, but if you really want to to get what you want, you have to stop being an introvert and strategically place yourself in places. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, we've come to the end of uh, that session. Thank you once again, Ma. That was really, really beautiful. I'm sure we've all learned a lot. But before we go, right, oh my God, I've been added back. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your patience. I really apologize for the inconvenience. I really, really apologize. Not to waste much of our time because we don't know. I don't know when this network is going to shut me out again. I will be bringing up our second speaker. Our second speaker. Now, our second speaker was the first speaker on day one. By now, you should know what our second speaker is. You should know what our second speaker is.
I am back here again with my face because the downtime seems to be more recurring than we we hope it should, or it shouldn't even be this serious. Ever it's the country we are in. At this juncture, I think I might just introduce our next speaker so we can go on and not keep us here for longer. But let's see, she can still come in the next 30 seconds to 1 minute. If she does come in, she would go ahead with our duty. Okay, she's in.
I apologize once again for the inconvenience caused. All right, I'm going to be bringing up the next speaker. Now, our next speaker is someone you're familiar with. And when I say familiar, I don't mean uh, your friend or something. She may be your friend, but on this call for this summit, she is a mentor. A mentor, the convener of the 3S Summit. I will not be taking her citation again because you all know who she is, ladies and gentlemen. With your virtual round of applause, let's make welcome Seide Agosu, the smart Seide, the host, the convener of the 3S Summit. You're welcome, ma'am. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Tema. Thank you very much for that. And please, can we give it up for our first speaker once again? That was a powerful session. Even I am yet to recover from the value that we got from that session. It was amazing. And
Your mic is muted. We can't hear you.
oh my God, I had been speaking for so long. Oh my God, okay. Thank you very much, Tema, for that warm welcome. Thank you very much, everybody, for the warm welcome. Can we put it up again for our first speaker? She did perfect justice to that topic. I don't think any other person could have done such Jim Dandy justice to that topic as much as she did. Carefully selected by who by the team apparently. Thank you very much, Coach Tolulope, for that amazing session. It was perfect. You did your magic, we got the value, and we are very excited for about the fact that going into 2025 we're not entertaining any normalized nonsense in our networking and our relationships. We're going to do better. We are going to build our relationships in the best ways. Thank you very much. Okay, I am supposed to speak tonight. God help me. I need to share my slides. Give me a minute to put that up so we can move on. While I'm trying to do that, I need to say that you success seekers make me want to keep doing this every single day. Like I don't want to stop. I just want to keep coming here to see you, to see your comments, to see you learn, to watch everything happen. It's beautiful to see. So thank you. Can we confirm that we can see my slides right now? If you can see my slides, please confirm that you can see my slides. I cannot see my slides from my end. So only you can confirm that you can see my slides. Please help me confirm that you can. Can someone help me confirm that we can see my slides? No confirmation yet. I'm going to begin. And okay, thank you very much, Okoyemi, for that response. God bless you, Okoyemi. Thank you, Sophia. Okay, moving into my topic. I was assigned the topic blossoming sustainable systems for lofty long term triumphs. Now, I need to confess that all of these topics definitely were crafted by me, right? And for some reason, my love for words tend to take a lot of power at different times when I'm writing, but they're always beautiful and they carry so much weight and meaning. So that's I'm still going to simplify the topic. I have to do that. The topic is blossoming sustainable systems. This is the point where I review sustainable systems that you can adopt, that you should adopt, that would help you have a successful 2025 that you desire. And then to help you attain the lofty long term triumphs. We all want to have attain certain dreams, certain goals in the long term, in the long run, not just next week, not just 2 weeks from now, not just 3 weeks from now, but long term visions, right? So these systems are sustainable systems that would help you attain those lofty long term goals and bring you to your triumph. That is the meaning of this topic. And like I placed it there, it says, live your best life. It's your bedazzled life. It's your bedazzled life. And the bedazzled life is the life where you don't want to take a vacation from. I'm currently at that point in my life where I just want to keep being where I am. Not like I'm content with just being here. I'm content actually. I'm not rushing. I'm going at my pace. I'm growing at my pace. I'm glowing at my pace. I'm grateful for my pace. And I'm moving into that bedazzled life where I'm fulfilled doing whatever I do. And it's beautiful to see. So in the next how many minutes do I have? We're going to be sharing strategic approach that you can adopt into building a sustainable system for success in every area of your life. These systems are secrets that I have seen successful people actually actualize in their lives. I've also seen high performers, high achievers adopt these systems, and the results are always beautiful. The results are still beautiful. Now let's move into today's session fully. I don't know how to start a speech with slides without a quote. So expect a number of quotes from me tonight. As long as I can see my slides and you can see my slides, expect a number of quotes from me tonight. And the first one we have here is by Stephen Covey. If you are an avid reader and if you read books, valuable books, self-help books, you should know Stephen Covey is a renowned author. He says, sow a thought and you reap an action. Sow an act and you reap a habit. Sow a habit and you reap a character. Sow a character and you reap a destiny. So your thoughts become your actions become habits, your habits become your character, and then your character bets destiny. What thoughts do you sow daily? What actions do you take daily? What habits do you cultivate daily? And what character do you exhibit every time in your life? What kind of destiny do you think all of these things come together to form in your life? Your thoughts become your actions become your habits, and your habits becomes your character, and your character bets your destiny. So from reflecting on your life right now, what kind of destiny do you think you're going to have? If you're sleeping, waking up, eating, going to the gym anytime you feel like that, if you even go to the gym, you read, let's say, one page in a year, and all of those lackadaisical attitudes, you can project where you're going from there. You can project the destiny that you have from there. The one you're building for yourself, you can project it from there. It's something I always say to myself, and it's that whatever I do, whatever I don't do, they all come together to form my destiny. And I have to be very careful of the actions I take, the thoughts I think, the thoughts I allow to grow, and so many other things that happen in our lives. So ask yourself, what kind of destiny are you building for yourself? Success is predictable, and so is failure. They are both predictable. When people say, "Oh, I didn't know you're going to be successful," in my head, my first response is, what were you saying? Because right now, I know, I know what my 10 years should be like. I have a vision, and I am moving every day closer to it. That means I can predict my success. But if I'm also doing nothing, it means I can predict the failure. So when you sit yourself down, when you reflect, what do you see? Success or failure? It's all left to you. Moving to our next slide. We have here, okay, we have here, invest in yourself, your knowledge, and your skills. They are the most valuable assets you will ever possess. Invest in yourself, your knowledge, and your skills. They are the most valuable assets you will ever possess. Money can fade away. Shares can depreciate in value. That property you're buying, something can happen to it. But you see the value that you carry in yourself, the value that is inherent in you, is something that nobody can take away from you. Nobody can take it away from you. Some people might say, "Oh, what about amnesia?" That is people that have amnesia, but it's not everybody gets to have amnesia, right? So invest in yourself. The books you read, the conferences you attend, the seminars you go to, the places you position yourself, the people you network with, everything. Invest in yourself is the biggest investment you can ever make. The biggest. Especially right now, if you're in your 20s, you're in your teenage years, and you're not having big family problems yet, or family family responsibilities yet. Just keep pumping everything into yourself, and give it 5 years, 10 years. Watch who you become. Even you would marvel at the results you would get, not because you didn't predict certain things, but because you cannot fathom how much power, how much value, how much everything you're doing is going to get. You know, you have a vision, yes, but it's always going to even shock you, always shocks you. So that is that. Invest in yourself, invest in your knowledge, invest in your skills. And this beautiful quote right here is by one of my coaches, that is Debola Deji Kurumi. Now let's move to our next slide. Our next slide says, discipline is not about restriction. We often think that discipline is you restricting yourself from eating this, from doing that, from going to parties, from doing blah, 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 blah. Yes, it seems like it, but that's not what it is. Discipline is about empowering yourself to make choices that align with your values and your aspirations. Discipline confines you, not in a way that it cages you and makes you claustrophobic, but in the sense that it gives you a brutal focus to work with. It tells you this is where we are going, this is how we are going there. No distractions. If you're moving from here to, let's say you're going from Ikeja, from Ikeja to, let's say, Yenokwaja, you know that from Ikeja on that bridge, you should get a bus that will take you down to Yanokwaja. That is your straight route. Meaning you're not trying to go from, I'm going to Yanokwaja, but from Ikeja on that bridge, I'll first of all go to Sabo Yaba. From Yaba, I will now carry another bus to Shodi before I will now go to Yanokwaja. That is very, very, very wrong. And that's how some people live their lives without knowing that that's how they're living their lives. But you are disciplined, you know, I'm going to Yanokwaja. That is where I'm going. You carry your bag, you enter your car if you have a car, and you drive down there. Use Google Map, or if you know the route, just go your way. Or if you don't, you can just take a bus or something that's going to convey you to your destination. So discipline is just like that. It gives you this focus, and this is where I'm headed, this is where I'm going, and you just keep moving in that direction. No distractions. Not because you can't be distracted or you don't want to be distracted, but because what do you need distraction for? You know where you're going. Is it aligned with your values? If it's not, let it go. Is it in alignment with your aspirations? If it is not, let it go. That's what discipline does for you. And that quote is by someone you know. Moving on, I'll skip the next quote and just move into our lesson proper. I had to break this topic into various segments to help us get clarity on the systems, right, they were supposed to take or to adopt into our lives. And before we can do any of those, we need to first understand the power of strategic mind mapping, what you would call strategic planning. I call it mind mapping because it goes beyond just planning something. It's you having something in your mind, you have a vision, and you have to map it into various plans, various segments, various sections. That's why I call it mind mapping. And the first step you have to take in on this journey is visualizing your goals. It is one thing to write your goals on paper. Tell people that don't know your New Year resolutions. You know, oh, this year I want to do this, I want to do this. Yes, you know. But it's another thing to visualize it, like to see an image. When you can see it, it's easier for it to enter into your life than just writing it down in words. If I tell you to think of apple, you won't first of all think about apple. What first comes to your mind is the image of an apple, right? The image of an apple, not the word. If you're asked, if I tell you, think about money, do you think about money, or you think about a huge suitcase filled with dollars or euros? What do you see? Do you see money, or do you see the money? What you see is the money. What you would typically see is the money, except you're not normal. What you would see is the money. Why is that? Because our mind is a visual space. It works so well with images. So when you have your goals, sit yourself down again, visualize. Sometimes it takes a while for your human mind to create an image. So it is best that that's why they advise you to create a vision board. There's a vision board before you. You sit yourself down to create your own personal vision board, not the ones that you go and take from Pinterest, to your own vision board. Your own vision board. You sit yourself. This is my goal. I want to make this. I want to become a YouTuber that gets awarded, blah blah blah. Anything you want, sit yourself down. Now look for those images. You can use Pinterest, you can use Google, whatever platform you want to use. If you have magazines or those books that you can cut those images out from, cut them out from them. Check for Pinterest. If you want to create your vision board digitally, create it digitally. But if you want something you can see physic physically, you get your cardboard or your prints, your paper prints, and then you start fixing those images on this board. Why do you do this? Because when you see it every single day, it keeps restructuring your mind that I can get this, I am getting this. And your subconscious begins to work in that light. Your subconscious begins to bring those things to you. Everything begins to align in your favor. Why? Because you can see these things, and what you cannot see that you've not seen in your heart cannot enter your life. So the more you see it, it makes it easier for you to enter into your life. It makes it easier for you to enter into your life. So visualize your goals. Visualize your goals. Have visual representations of your goals. I have quite a number of vision boards that I created for myself, and they're always in my lock screen wallpaper. I tend to lock my phone a lot, and since my phone has this wallpaper carousel thing, every single it changes per per screen turn off or something like that. So when I turn my screen off now, by the time I'm coming back, it's going to be another one. When I see it, I'm just like, okay, fine, yes, this is coming to my life. This is coming to my life. This is coming to my life. And this thing works. It works. It also even helps me to plan my day. And I want to forget about certain things. When I see my vision board, I'm like, okay, I've not clocked this one into my to-do list, and I add it to my to-do list. So visualize your goals. Number two, identify relationships. Identify relationships by connecting your ideas through branches. You know how there's a family tree, and then there's grandma, there's grandpa, there's mommy, there's daddy, then there are children, and everything at the different layers and branches. In that same vein, come to have your goals, uncover your hidden relationship between these goals and your potentials. Okay, fine, I want to achieve this. What potential do I have resident in me that can help me achieve this goal? Put them together in one place. With this skill of mine, with these gifts of mine, with this potential of mine, I can achieve X. You have that in one category. You do the same thing for another branch, same for another branch, and before you know it, you can see the tree of your life and what you need to achieve that. That is how you identify your relationships in a way that it builds a perfect mind map and roadmap for you to achieve. Then number three would be boosting creativity. When you engage yourself in strategic planning, or mind mapping as it were, it creates a free flow or a free flowing nature of mind for your for you to just glide through your goals, for you to achieve those things you want to achieve. It creates that that environment where your mind can break forth into creative thinking. When you're when you have the goals, it's raw. But the more you see your goals, the more you've created your family tree, you can just see ideas coming to you because your mind is set on that thing that you want to achieve. The ideas start flowing in. The new ideas start coming in. Solutions to the problem starts coming in. And some people wonder how some people are creative. It's not because they have one special gift. No, they know what they want. And as long as they keep thinking about it, even though they may not be actively conscious every time, it would come. It would come. That is that for understanding the power of strategic mind mapping. Now, how do you now clarify your vision and set your goals? How do you clarify your vision? How do you clarify what you want to do? How do you bring it from vision to your reality? The first thing you need to do is have a vision statement. Have a vision statement. For my company always speak now, we have our vision statement, and that vision statement bet a mission statement that tells us this is how we are going to be doing this. The vision is the bigger picture. It's that very big picture you see. Probably, let's say someone wants to become the next Oprah Winfrey, right? Now, the big vision is global stages, global opportunities, global events, global TV shows. That's the big vision. But then the mission statement is how you're going to get there. Oh, but become this by XXXYZZZZZ. That's the mission statement. Then with that mission statement, you can now start having your goals. In 5 years, I should have done this. In 5 years, I want to become this, I want to become that, I want to be this, I want to be here, I want to be there. You know where you want to be. You already have the goals. When you now have the goals, which you must set using the SMART framework. The SMART framework says the goal must be specific, it must be measurable, it must be achievable. Being achievable means you can achieve it. Not that you don't know how to sing. You now say, oh, I by 2026 or January 26, 2026, I would have been on America Got Talent and sang this and be awarded as the first position or whatever the winner prize is. When you know that you cannot sing, the only kind of singing you can do is bedroom singing. If you sing outside, people would have to chase you that please don't try it again in your life. But then you say, oh, that's part of my goal. That one is not achievable for you, except you want to go back to, want to go to school to learn that you can do that. But it will take longer than 1 year for you to achieve that. It will take longer than 1 year. So your goal must be achievable. Your goal must also be, I call it relevant. I don't like saying realistic because my goals are quite unrealistic. Unrealistic in the sense that I like to push myself beyond the borders I think constrain me. I like to push myself beyond that border. I want XYZ amount of people to pay XYZ amount for this course. Let's say I can get 10 people to pay for it in a month. I would push myself to say, yes, we can do 10, but let's stretch ourselves. What if we do 25? What if we do 25? And I stretch to 25. And whenever I do that, I end up getting more than 20, more than the number more than the stretch I even had. For instance, when already speak, my company had when we had our first webinar. We had our first webinar a week, less than a week after we were birthed, after we were established. And my my realistic goal at that point was 50%, 100% should attend. should register actually. 50% of the person should register. And at the end of the day, we had over 300 registrations, over 300 sign-ups. That means I stretched myself to say, let's do 150. If I can do 50 on, let's do 150. And I doubled it. Oh, and we doubled it to 300 plus. That is me stretching myself. I don't believe your goal has to be realistic. Let it be stretching. You must be audacious. That is for R. And then C would be your goal must be time bound. Your goal must be time bound. There must be a deadline. There must be a timeline for it. Between January 7, 2025 and February 27, 2025, I want to read X amount of books. I want to read 2 books. There's a time frame for it, there's a timeline for it. So you're not just going with the flow. You have your target, you have a time frame you're working with, you have deadlines to meet. Set deadlines for yourself. They are the best deadlines to ever have. Deadlines for yourself. People deadlines, those ones choke you. But you see deadlines you set for yourself, they keep you accountable, they keep you disciplined, they help you respect yourself. And if you love yourself, you have to keep to your deadlines. That is that for the goals. The goals must follow the SMART framework. And then the next is action plans. Your goals must be action plans. Action plans in terms of if you want to become this in 3 months, what are you doing every week? When you know what you're doing every week, you have to ask yourself, what are we doing every day? When you ask yourself, oh, what are we doing every day? You also have to know what you are doing every minute. Every minute, what are we doing? I tend to say we a lot because I kind of think that I am more than one person. So I use we a lot. But for you, you could ask yourself, what am I doing to achieve this goal in 3 months? What must I do monthly to achieve this goal? Then what must I do weekly to achieve this goal? Then what must I do daily to achieve this goal? What must I do hourly to achieve this goal? Now you've moved it from just a vision, or I want to become the next Oprah Winfrey, to action plans. Daily, I'm going to host events. Daily, it could be events you host in your head, not in your head per se, but just your room. You sit, you stand in front of an invisible audience and you host an event. That you will grow. Record it, assess yourself. How did I do here? Did I do better here? What's my hand gestures like? What am I doing here? What am I doing there? That is how you grow. You could also move it further and say, I'm going to reach out to 5 event managers or event organizers per day. Per day for the next 3 months. In 3 months, I'm sure you're reaching out to 5 times how many people? 5 times 30. That should be, I don't know maths again. 5 times 30, that should be 150, yes. 150 in 1 month, and then have that in 3 months. That's 450 event organizers. In those 450, at least 10 should respond to you. At least 10. If you're chasing 1,000, if you want 1,000 people to be at your event, your goal should be reaching out to 10,000 people. That's how it works in this life. Crazy, but that's how it works. And that's how you clarify your vision and set impactful goals. I've been speaking to myself for a while. Please let me know that you can hear me. Please. I love when people can let me know that they can hear me, either by responding in the chat box with something that that sparks your interest, or something that struck you. Just type it in the chat box so I can see it that you're following me and I'm not speaking without getting a response. I don't like being a radio. While I wait for your responses, let's just. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sophia. You can hear me. Thank you. That's how you set your goals. That's how you clarify your vision. That's how you bring your vision to life. It seems simple, but it takes consistent efforts to bring that vision to life. It takes consistent efforts to bring that vision to life. Moving to the next slide. Moving to the next slide. Your goals should have an action plan. Yes, they must have an action plan. Moving to the next slide. Okay. In this next slide, we are talking about how you prioritize your tasks and manage your time. How do you prioritize your task and manage your time? In this 21st century, you see, time management, it is one skill that everyone must have. Every single person who wants to excel must have, because there's just a lot to waste your time. 1 minute you open the Instagram app to check for one thing that you just need 30 seconds for. And before you know it, 30 seconds has become 30 minutes. 30 minutes become 3 hours. You're watching reels. You're hooked. You've been hooked. And you keep going and going and going and going like that all day. The worst is when you open TikTok. Oh no, you're gone. You are gone. So you need to schedule these things. If you want to spend time on TikTok, why are you spending time on TikTok? Is it as a reward system? For me, sometimes it's a reward system. I have probably spent 3 hours or 5 hours at a stretch learning on YouTube or taking different courses, and I need something that is not going to stress that doesn't require my brain to work so hard. And I go to TikTok and just scroll. And in my scrolling, I'm also learning, just not like I was the previous time. I also have a timeline. TikTok has to shut me out after about one. If I spend 30, I think it's 30 minutes. 30 minutes of being on TikTok, I get shut out. Bye bye. My time is up with you. Bye. I move on to my next thing. So you must know how to manage your time. And our first step here is identify your priorities. Identify your priorities. Your priorities must be first. They must come first. You must do them first before you do other things. Say you have a deadline to submit research work in the next 3 days. It's your priority. You must keep working it every single day. Every day from now till then. It's a priority. Must come first. Know what you're prioritizing per period, because your priorities change per period. So know your priorities per period, per week. Yes, per week. You should know your priorities. This way you will not have to say, "Oh, I forgot to do this." No, you know what you're supposed to do. Anything you forgot to do was not that important. So identify your priorities. Once you know your priorities, you write them out. Then you move on to time blocking. Move on to time blocking. I wish I could show you what a screenshot of what my calendar looks like. Let's see if I can do that. What was I okay? I was talking about time blocking. So number two is time blocking. You should have your time in different blocks. Let me show you a pictorial representation of what that looks like in my calendar. My calendar looks really choked up because it has to be. I cannot. When I tell people I don't have time, they should not think I am. I'm just chilling. I'm busy. I'm busy with destiny. Okay, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. If you can check the 3S submit group. You can just check it now. Yeah, that's what my calendar looks like. I know what I'm doing part time. In the morning when I wake up, I know I'm supposed to wake up by 4 a.m. Like my title there is Wake Up, Destiny Beckons. So I must stand up by 4 a.m. At 5 a.m. exercise, God needs your body. 5:30 a.m. do the old bath, brush, body up, all of those hygiene stuff. Then by 6, if I can, eat breakfast. I should prepare breakfast and then read a book while I'm at it. By 7, my affirmations, I must recite my mantra. I must take my mantra because subconsciously conditioning my mind to work in that direction. Then I have a morning brain dump where I just journal, I just do some little here and there stuff. And between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m., I'm doing my Bible study, I'm doing my devotion. I'm pretty much working with my first priority for the day, my spirit. So that goes on. I know the time I'm working from 8 to 11. I know what I'm doing from 11 to 1. There's just what I'm supposed to be doing. So I cannot be idle. I should not be caught doing nothing because destiny beckons. The life I want beckons. And if it beckons, I must keep responding to it by consistently following these action plans. So time block. Have your time blocks from 8 to 9. What are you doing? From 9:30 p.m. tonight to 10 p.m. What are you doing? When you have all of these things said, people will not be dragging you everywhere. When they tell you, oh, we're going for this party, blah 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 blah, and you don't have the time. You just tell them you don't have the time. Not because you don't want to go, because you have your priorities to deal with. So that's for time blocking. Number three is you minimize distractions. You minimize distractions. For me, what I do is I have different intervals where I turn on my phone's focus mode, and in between my focus mode, my social media applications are all turned off. I can't open them and I can't spend time on. I can open them, but I can't spend more than 5 minutes on them, and that is too little to do anything for long on those apps. So I just know that from this time to this time, focus mode, no distractions. I'm working, I'm reading, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. That is how I minimize distractions. I also have to create an environment that enables me to not be distracted. It could be me putting my phone aside for a while. It could also mean me telling people around me that please I'll be busy from this time to this time. Please nobody should distract me. I would appreciate not being disturbed. I'd appreciate nobody coming to talk to me within this period. That is how you minimize distractions. Then number four is delegate and automate. Delegate and automate. For some reason, some of us think that you have to do everything by yourself. You don't have to do everything by yourself. Anything you can outsource, outsource it. If you can outsource it, outsource it. I'm going to talk about how you decide what you can outsource later. But just know what you can outsource and outsource it. Delegate it. You don't have to do everything by yourself. It takes braveness or being bold to ask for help. You must be brave to ask for help. You must be brave to ask for help. So don't run away from asking for help. Ask for help. If you can pay for the help, pay for the help. Don't condition yourself to believe that you must do everything by yourself. That's why many people die young. That's why many people cannot do a lot of things that they're supposed to do because they're spending time doing what they should not be doing. Don't spend time doing what you should not be doing when you have more important, more pressing things to attend to. For me now, I would easily outsource my laundry. I don't like doing laundry, number one. Number two, if I can spend those 2 hours reading and I have money to spend for a laundry woman to do the laundry, please kindly take my laundry. I'll spend the time doing something better. Or to calculate the stress and the exhaustion that I have when I finish washing clothes. That's another time that I could have spent doing something else that I've been spent doing nothing. So delegate when you can. Delegate what you can. Don't try to do, oh, I am the one, I'm the alpha and the omega of my everything. No. If you can outsource, outsource. If you can beg someone to help you do it, beg someone to help you do it. If you can pay someone to help you do it, pay someone to help you do it. And if you can automate, to automate. For instance, now I already my post for this week. I've written them since last week. Yes, I wrote them last week. I just scheduled them there. When they go out, they go out. Now I've automated them. I don't have to keep going every day to go and be posting them. No, they're there. They will go out when they should go out. Automation, automation. Life is AI. There's technology. Your life is easier. It's not yet to take you away from your job or what you should be doing, but it's here to help you. We learned that yesterday from Yashim. Technology is here to help you, not to take away your job. So use it for your benefit. Use it. Don't run away. Use it. Automate. Stop living in the 19th century. We're in the 21st century. And soon we'll be in the 22nd. So automate when you can automate. Delegate when you can delegate. You're not the alpha and the omega of your everything. No. Give yourself time to focus on what really matters. And that is that for prioritizing tasks and managing your time. Moving to our next slide. How do you boost your productivity? How do you make yourself more productive daily? How do you achieve more within the 24 hours that all of us have? I see, I see some people and ask myself, how does this person do all of these things in 24 hours? Because 24 hours is never enough for me. But now it's enough. Sorry. It is. Because I know I would find a way to ensure that I milk those 24 hours. 24 hours is small when you are doing nothing. When you are working, you know that it's not small. It's not. Can do a lot within 24 hours. When you're reading a book, 1 hour seems like 10 hours. When you're scrolling through Instagram and TikTok, 1 hour, 1 minute. Water under the bridge. So, how do you become more productive? Number one, you can use the Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique is a technique that states that you can work for 25 minutes and take a 5 minute break. Work for 25 minutes. You will have a timer. I think when they created this technique, they were using the hourglass and whatever system they had. You use spend 25 minutes doing some productive work, focused productive work. 25 minutes say you want to read a book. 25 minutes you're focused on reading a book. And then once your 25 minutes is up, take a 5 minute break to do something else that calms your mind. And after those 5 minutes break, you come back from that 25 minutes round and take a 5 minute break. Our brain works in a way that it also needs rest from time to time at intervals. So when you give it that rest, you allow what you've taken in to simmer down and give room for more to come in. You could also have it as 50 minutes at a stretch, 15 minutes of productive, focused work, deep work before you move on to 10 minutes of break. Then you can come back to continue your focused work. So you can adopt the Pomodoro technique. It's very effective. It's very effective to help you stay focused and also get understand the fact that after this 15 minutes, I can take a break for a while. The 10 minutes break is rewarding. The 5 minutes break is rewarding. So you can adopt the Pomodoro technique. Number two is the Eisenhower matrix. Now this is where you talk about the four quadrants of time management, which is you have the box that's for things that are urgent and important. Each week you need to sit yourself down and put your tasks for the week into these four quadrants. Yes, these four quadrants. The first quadrant is the what is urgent and important. When it is urgent and important, it means you must do it right away. You must do it right away. Put those ones into that box because it's urgent and it's important. Meaning, if you don't do it now, you can't do it later. Put them into one box. Address them. Then there's another box that says urgent but not important. It's urgent but not important. If you can have someone else do that for you, you can have someone else do it for you. If you can do it yourself, if it isn't going to take so much time, do it yourself. That's for urgent but not important. Then you can move on to the next quadrant, which is the not important, not urgent. If it's not important, it's not urgent, outsource it, delegate it, delegate it to someone else. Don't waste time. Delegate it someone that would see it as important, delegate it. If it is important but not urgent, you can schedule it for later. So there is the urgent and important, which you have to do by yourself and you need to do it right away. Then there is the important but not urgent, which you can schedule for later. And there is the urgent but not important. If you can do it yourself, quickly do it so you can let that go out of the way. You can focus on your other duties. And then if it is not urgent, not important, delegate it. Don't do it by yourself. Just delegate it to someone that will find it important. Delegate it. Delegate it. That is the isn't our matrix of time management. Fit your life, your tasks into this quadrant and see how things become easy for you. Then number four, we have time boxing. We have time boxing. Time boxing is pretty much the same as time blocking. Pretty much the same thing. You allocate a specific amount of time to a particular task. If the task is going to take 5 minutes, in the next 5 minutes, 7 p.m. to 7:05 p.m., I should be done with this. I'm going to do this within this time frame. From 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. She needs to be sleeping during that period. Put it together, 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. It's my sleep time. You've boxed that time for your sleeping. 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Put it together. What do you need to be doing? Another box. So that's for time boxing. That's time boxing. If you've been listening up until this point, let me see your response in the chat box. What is that one thing you're going to do differently from tonight? Based on all you've learned thus far, what is that one thing you're going to be doing differently? What is that one thing you're going to be doing differently? I've adopted all of these techniques at different points of my life because at different points I need to adopt different techniques. I'm currently in my focused work era, so Pomodoro doesn't exactly fit into it for me. I'm waiting for your responses. I'm waiting for your responses. I'm waiting for your responses. Oh, yeah. No response yet. Okay. I hope they are coming in. I hope they are coming in soon. Okay, not to waste our time, let's move to my next slide. My next slide, which is it's a quote by Debola Dejokurumi, and it says, "The most productive people are not necessarily the busiest." I'll take that again. The most productive people are not necessarily the busiest people. They are the ones who leverage their time and energy wisely. So ask yourself, are you a wise manager of your time? Are you a wise manager of your energy? That will determine if you're productive or you're not being productive. You think that those who are achieving the most, they're always busy or they don't sleep, they're always working from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. They're always working round the clock. So they don't rest. But that's a lie. That's a big lie. The most productive people are not necessarily the busiest. They just know how to leverage their time and their energy wisely. And with proper and effective time management skills, they manage their time in a way that you won't even know that they ever sleep. I used to ask myself then, 2023, how is this person always doing these things? Don't you sleep? And then they tell me they sleep. What time do you sleep? You sleep for 8 hours. You say what? You sleep for 8 hours. And me, that I'm not doing anything productive like you, I cannot sleep. You are sleeping. But yet it looks like you don't sleep. So you have to be a wise manager of your time and your energy. Where does your energy go? Where does your time go? Ask yourself those questions. Where does your time go? Where does your energy go? These would help you know what you've been spending your time with, whether you've been wasting your time or you've been investing your time. I don't think anybody spends time. You either waste your time or you invest it. You waste it by not doing anything productive and you invest it by doing something productive. So are you a time waster or a time investor? or a time investor. To the next slide. To the next slide. How do you cultivate healthy habits and routines that help you succeed? How do you build these habits that would help you succeed? Number one, practice mindfulness. I spoke about this the last time, so I'm not going to go back to it. And number two, eat healthy. Eat healthy. I know you want to make it. I know you want to achieve those goals, but please eat and eat healthy. Eat and eat healthy. It is very important. I can scream this at the top of my lungs because sometimes we get carried away working and we forget that our body needs to be replenished. Our body needs food to keep functioning for years. The body you want to pamper, if you don't feed it well, now how would you be able to pamper it? Do you want the body to keep having breakdowns? You're in the hospital today, you're in the hospital tomorrow because you're not eating healthy. Please eat and eat healthy. Then number three, regular exercise. Regular exercise. It doesn't have to be going to the gym every day. If you don't have the time, if you can't afford the time or the resources or anything you need to go to the gym, just do home exercise, sit-ups, jog, walk, stand up from that seat that you've seen for how many hours. Stand up and take a walk. It could be you walking just within your compound, just walk around. It could be a walk out of your house, just take in another environment. Just do your exercises. Ensure that you make your body physically fit for you to continue working, for you to continue acing or smashing those goals. Then the fourth one is adequate sleep. Adequate sleep. You know what you need to do to succeed normally, but you see these ones, we tend to leave them out. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Your body needs it. I had to place it in my alarms reminder or title. Sleep. Your body needs it. Sleep. Sleep, your body needs it. Don't try to overwork yourself too much. Sleep. If you don't sleep, how will you be able to continue the productivity that you are trying to keep up with the next day? For me now, I know myself. If I don't sleep early at night, I would wake up late in the morning. And that would mean me waking up late could mean me waking up around 7 a.m., 8 a.m. When I should have been awake by 4 a.m. Between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. There's so many things I'm supposed to do that if I don't sleep early, I won't be able to do them. So please sleep. Your body needs the sleep. Your body needs it to allow. It's only when you're asleep that your growth hormones begin to, grow, help you grow. So if you're not sleeping, how will they help you? Sleep, please. Please sleep. Please sleep. Moving on to our next slide, which is on compound interest. This is a quote by Albert Einstein, and he says, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. And I totally agree with him. It goes further to say, he who understands it earns it, he who doesn't pays it. In this context, I'm talking about you investing in yourself, you giving time for interest to compound. You're reading a book today because you don't see the results of the books you're reading today. You think you should stop reading. No, don't stop reading. Keep reading. Keep reading. The next 5 months, the next 6 months, life would life would test you with those things that you know. It may be that book that you read just out of, let me just read it, that someone needs the secret from that book to move from one level to another, and to be just one conversation you have with the person that will propel the person forward. Just one conversation that you got from how many hours of reading a book, and that could be what will propel the person forward, or it could also be you that it will propel forward. So allow yourself enjoy, yes, embrace, that's the word, embrace delayed gratification, because the interest that compounds, it's never small. It's never small. I was seeing uh, a story about how when you're saving money, you could translate it into your life right now. You're saving money. You save $1 today. Tomorrow, add another $1. That makes it $2. In by next tomorrow, make it $4. Two times two, four. Again, the next day, four times four, eight. The next day, eight times eight, eight plus eight, yes, just double it. Eight plus eight, 16. You save $16. The next one, 16 plus 16, you have it, $32. From $32 plus $32, $64. It gets to a point where in 15 days, you're still on but less than four zeros or less than four digits. But from day 16, the interest compounds. I'm going to send an image or an explanation of it to the group. So I'm going to send that in because my time is almost up. I'll send that in so you can see how compound interest works. It's beautiful, it's mind blowing. Next slide. The strategies for financial planning and wealth building. I know you want to become wealthy, you want to have the financial freedom you desire. You want to be able to go anywhere you want to go with the people you want to go with, where you want to go, when you want to go, do what you want to do. Everything, all of those things, yes. We all want it. Then how do you get it? For your financial freedom. Number one, budget. Don't spend money anyhow. Somebody just says, let me just give this guy 10,000 naira. They send you 10,000 naira. That 10,000 naira, you please spend it on what? Junks, on food, budgets. Any money that is left out of your budget, after you budget, invest it in yourself, invest it in stocks, invest it in whatever you can invest it in, invest it. Work with a budget. Some budgets cannot allow you invest in other things because you don't even have enough to live. But even with that, you don't have enough budget and live within that budget. And number two, saving. I don't believe in just savings. Why are you saving? What are you saving for? Not even now that you're saving in naira and then the dollar rate is eating you left, right, center, everywhere. I understand. When you're saving, save for a reason. Let there be a reason you're saving. You're not just saving for saving's sake. Let there be a reason for your savings. Then number three, invest. I already mentioned the best investment you can make at this stage of your life. Invest in yourself, invest in your knowledge, invest in your skills, and watch your life transform in the next 3, 5, 10 years. Then number four, debt management. If you owe anybody, ensure to make payment. Some people think that debt is bad, but there's good debt and there's bad debt. I don't have time to have that conversation right now, but go and read about it. Good debt, bad debt. Good debt helps you. Good debt is a leverage. Good debt is a leverage, but you see bad debt, it will make you a loser. So avoid bad debt. Avoid bad debt. Avoid bad debt. Avoid bad debt. There's more I want to talk about, but then I'm just going to go to my I'm going to go to the next slide. Going to go to the next slide. Please give me a moment. Just go to yes. I'll just come here. Here. Yes, thank you. Just come here. I'll wrap it up from here. The sustainable systems you need. Number one, regularly review and reflect. Review and reflect on your life. Do it weekly if you can, do it daily if you can. Just do it regularly. It would help you to see patterns that are not working. It will help you to know the patterns that are working so you can keep working with those patterns and change the patterns that are not working in your life. That's what reflection and regular review does for you. Then number two, continuous learning. You must keep learning. The moment you stop learning, you die. Not because you don't your body doesn't go 6 feet below doesn't mean that you're not dead. Keep learning from articles, from books, from videos. Ensure you are learning and you are learning positive lessons. Ensure you are learning. As long as it is propelling you towards your vision, towards your aspirations, keep learning. Continuous learning is very important. It's I cannot overemphasize the essence of continuous learning. If you want to keep moving, to keep being alive, being relevant in this ever evolving world, ensure not to neglect continuous learning. Then number three, seek feedback. Seek feedback from people that you can take feedback from your friends, your mentors, your coaches, your colleagues, your leaders at work, your leaders at school, your leaders at church. Seek feedback. Seek feedback. Seek feedback. A lot of things I do these days, even while I'm at them, I'll just quickly message some of my friends. What do you think about it? What do you think about that? What this thing I just did? What do you think about it? And they help me to know the mistakes I made. And once I know my mistakes, I will ensure not to make those mistakes again. I keep going. I keep going. I keep growing because that's what I need. Then number four, celebrate success. I celebrate my success. So if it means me taking myself out to go and eat, I will go. If it means me taking myself out to take ice cream, I will go because I love ice cream. Yes. Anything that I can that helps me celebrate my success, I will do it. I allocate specific time and targets for myself. So I know I want to achieve this. Once I achieve this thing, what do I want to reward myself with? I That reward alone keeps me going. So now my reward is just one tub of ice cream, but that tub of ice cream, I must take it because I deserve it. So that is that. Celebrate your success. And then to end this, number one, your key takeaways. Number one, prioritize your vision. Prioritize your vision. Don't prioritize another person's vision when you've not prioritized your vision. Self love. Remember that from day one. Number two, manage your time effectively. Don't be a time waster. You're either a time waster or a time investor. Which one are you? Number three, cultivate healthy habits. Remember the healthy habits we spoke about. Sleep, eat healthy, exercise regularly, and then practice mindfulness. Number four, achieve financial stability. Budget. Put into practice what you learned about financial planning, and also plan to make more money because you need more money to make more money and to also enjoy your life. To enjoy your bedazzled life, you need money too. So seek ways to increase your income, to increase the amount you make. Then number five, build and maintain work-life harmony. I wasn't able to touch on that well. I might have to make a little video on that later and just share it here where you can come and watch that. But then build and maintain work-life harmony. From today, you've learned a lot from this summit. Take action. Don't just let them lie in your notebook, in your journal, or your notepad and do nothing about them. No, take action. Take action. Start building your path to a fulfilling and triumphant future. Start building your path to a fulfilling and triumphant future. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you got value from this and you would also be implementing all you've learned tonight. Thank you very much. At this juncture, I have to return the mic to our moderator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Smart Say there. That session was mind blowing. Really, really mind blowing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Smart Said a virtual round of applause in the comment section. Yes, thank you, Sophia James. Thank you, Ajawo Okweyemi. That session was really impactful. She has given us strategies, for all of the speakers have done justice to the theme. They've done justice to their topics. They came and they told us the strategies, the systems, the secrets. I mean, these are secrets that people are keeping. They don't want people to know and everything. But these speakers have come and they've told you all of these secrets. So there is no secret. There is no secret again. Don't think, oh, it's because I don't know. Now you know. What are you going to do with what you know? Now that you know, what are you going to do with the information? Like Smart said, don't let everything you've written lie in your notebook. While she was speaking, I got certain ideas in my head and I wrote them down. These things I'm going to start doing them tonight. I'm not waiting till tomorrow. And she has also taught us how to balance life, how to balance our life. It's not work, 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 work. It's not just about work. It's about you should know when to relax. You should know when to relax. You should know when to sleep. You should know when to take breaks, intentional breaks. She even went ahead to share a calendar with us. Yes, she shared a calendar with us. For those of you that have not seen it, please go to the group and see. I saw the calendar and I'm like, eh, this is somebody's calendar. Eh? Oh, I just gonna work on my calendar too. I need to, and if you go through the calendar, one thing I noticed is consistency. 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 Where she's supposed to sleep, she's sleeping. Where she's supposed to do this, she's doing it. Where she's supposed to doing that, she's doing that. Not everybody will share their calendar with you. You are not their personal assistant. You are not the executive assistant, but she has shared her calendar with us. Every speaker that has graced this summit have done justice to the topic. Please put your hands together once again in the comment. Let's appreciate them from Tolulope to Smart Seide to Yashem to Praise. These speakers have done beautifully and amazingly well. Thank you so much, Smart Seide. I'm so glad my network came back. I would have been so pained if I missed out on this session. And I think I really joined at the right time. Thank you so much. And to our fellow success seekers, that's what Smart Seide calls you, success seekers. Put your hands together for yourself. Your consistency, your availability. There is a saying that if you want to know people that are willing to do well, you know them by the things they dedicate their time to. That's one of the things Smart said they also touched tonight. The things you dedicate your time to matters a lot, and the fact that you're able to dedicate 3 days, you have to dedicate 3 hours out of 24 hours to attend this summit shows how intentional and passionate you are about your growth, about having a successful life, about striking a balance between your work and personal life. Come on, we need to buy Smart Say the ice cream. Yeah, she loves ice cream a lot, so we need to get her ice cream, a big bowl of ice cream. Thank you so much, Smart Say, for putting this together. Thank you so much for bringing speakers of value to dish out value to us. And I'm happy to announce that we can now start 2025. We can start our plans with a complete and furnished house. Remember, I said we are building an house. We are building a house, Father. And Smart said they laid the foundation. Praise and Yashim, they did the wiring, they put the block, the wood, and everything that needs to make the house. They've done all of that. And tonight, Smart Seide and Tolulope did the roofing. They did the roofing, they painted the house, and they've put a very strong gate there. So all of these things you've learned will not run away. Nobody will come and steal them from you. So we are going into our visions. We are starting our plans with a full house. Oh, I'm really excited. We are starting with a full house, well furnished, well furnished. The chairs are there, the tables are there. You have a flat screen TV, you have your kitchen with varieties, with food stuff, with everything there. All you have to do is go there and eat. And in this case, the house is your notebook. The house is your notebook. You've written a lot in your book. All you have to do now is go back to your notebook, go back to everything you've learned, go back to these videos. When it feels like, oh, you are going on the wrong path, you don't understand what you're doing anymore, despite attending this summit, come back, go back to your notes, go back to the videos. If the videos are available, you watch them over and over and over again. When you watch something over and over again, it becomes a part of you. It's like your daily affirmations. When you say them over and over again, it becomes a part of you. It becomes a part of you, and you no longer struggle with certain things. So go back to your house, which is your notebook, your journal, and read this thing, all the things you've learned, read it over and over again. As students, when you're being taught in class, there are times where you're just writing notes, you didn't really understand and everything. But to be able to pass the exam, you have to go back to that same note and read, you understand, then you take what you've learned into the exam hall. And that's what we are going to do as success seekers. We are going to go back to our notebook from time to time. We are going to read from time to time. Do you understand? We're going to read from time to time and then implement all that we have learned. We're implementing everything in 2025. We are not going to agree for anybody. My theme for 2025 is birthing visions, and I think it's in perfect alignment with this summit. Perfect alignment with this summit. Thank you so much, Smart Seide. Thank you so much for all our speakers that have made themselves available. Trust me, these people are busy people. I mean, you saw Smart Seide's calendar. You can see how busy she is. There is no space. There is no space. But this woman has, made out time to organize this summit. The speakers too have made out time. When you read the citation of these speakers, you realize that they are not ordinary people. They are not simple people. These are persons that are working so hard, investing in themselves. They really don't have time, but they've made out time to teach and educate us on the systems, the strategies, and secrets. Is the secret part that really, really excites me, because secrets are meant to be kept. But these persons have come here and they've told us all the secrets. So you have no excuse to not have a successful 2025. You don't have any excuse. You must do well in 2025. And I believe so much in you. We believe so much in you that you will do well. So on behalf of the organizer, Smart Seide, and the team, I want to say a very big thank you to every single person that stayed with us from day 2 and now day 3. You guys are the real MVPs. You are the real MVPs. Thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you so much for paying and then for using your data. Data is now expensive, but thank you so much for being intentional about yourself and your growth in 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, we've come to the end. Woo! We've come to the end of our 3 days summit, 3S summit. We've come to the end. I don't want it to end. I feel like there is still much more I need to learn. There is much more I need to hear. But with this, you can build a mansion on all that you've learned and all that you've written in your notepad. You can build a mansion. So thank you so much, everybody. We've come. If you have questions, yes, if you have questions, kindly put them up on the group chat. Put them on the group chat. Smart Saida is on the group chat, and trust me, she's going to answer all of your questions. If your question is directed to any other speaker, Smart Seide will find a way to get response to all of your questions, and we will not leave you hanging. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you so much for joining us. It was an honor, absolute honor, being your host. I also want to use this opportunity to thank Smart Seide for this opportunity to, host the 3S Summit. I really do not take it for granted. Thank you so much. I love being on your screen a lot. I love being on your screen and I love speaking. So if you have any event you want to host, feel free, virtual, physical, feel free to reach out to me. And I will birth your vision, because that's my theme for this year, birthing visions. I will birth your vision. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It was really nice doing this with you. Have a wonderful night rest and see you when I see you. Bye.